Andrew Holland injected with a sedative before he died in the county jail. That was a topic during our sheriff's debate last night, in which the sheriff denied drugs were used. KSBY News anchor Scott Daniels poured through medical records to shine a light on the drugs administered to Andrew Holland.
We've obtained these medical records from the Holland family. While the sheriff has claimed in several interviews and statements Andrew Holland was not given any medication, these documents show otherwise.
For San Luis Obispo County Sheriff.
During the hotly contested sheriff's debate Wednesday night on KSBY News, challenger Greg Clayton claimed Andrew Holland was injected with 2 milligrams of a sedative and was sedated 1 hour into his 46-hour stay in the restraint chair.
That's a sedative, and afterwards, when he was contacted by custodial staff, they all logged on that he was answering questions appropriately and that he was calm.
Medical records we obtained from the Holland family show that around 7:40 p.m. on Friday, when he went into the chair, staff gave Holland, who suffered from schizophrenia, 2 milligrams of the sedative Ativan and 20 milligrams of the antipsychotic medication olanzapine. But Holland spit them out. About 15 minutes later, they injected him with 2 milligrams of the sedative lorazepam. Sheriff Ian Parkinson has said now for months that Holland wasn't calm and that he didn't take his drugs that day. Back in March, he sat down with Karina Corral in an exclusive interview. She questioned him about it.
Why was he kept in the chair for so long?
Because he was having a psychotic episode and he would not take medication and his behavior was not changing.
At the debate, we asked him again, and again he denied that drugs were used.
Can you confirm or deny that?
He was offered early on medication, which he spit out.
But what about the Ativan that he was just talking about in an injection?
I have no knowledge of an injection. We actually asked about an injection, and that would have been emergency force medication, and the order from the psychiatrist was for voluntary medication that was part of the report and part of the investigation that he would know if he read it before he drew these conclusions. What he read, I don't know, because he has not read the entire file.
It's not clear what the sheriff meant by the entire file. We reached out to his office for clarification on this new information, and we were told to talk to the county council and county public health department. The Holland family says it was the county public health department who gave them their son's medical records, which were passed on to us. Back to you.
All right. Although we have not seen that full jail surveillance video, despite numerous requests, Andrew Holland's brother Corbin says it shows that when staff performed the range of motion exercises on Andrew, he was cooperative and did not lash out at the staff.
My brother, every time they released his arms to do the slow little motions, he never tried to hit at him. He never tried to spit at him. He was sedated and he was calm. And they left him there.
County Administrative Officer Wade Horton sent KSBY News this statement, quote, "It's clear that Andrew Holland's tragic death has become an election issue. Rather than engage in the election, the focus is on making changes to prevent a similar tragedy from happening again. We can't address details about Andrew's medical care because we are legally bound by HIPAA to keep that information private." End quote.